Every night, just before sleep, there exists a window of time, a mystical pause between the end of one day and the beginning of dreams. It's in this fleeting silence that an opportunity awaits, not just for rest or escape, but for transformation. This isn't a moment to take lightly. It's a powerful gateway to change the fabric of your life. You see, sleep is not just about recharging your body. It's also about resetting your connection to the universe. Right before we fall asleep, our minds transition into a unique state of awareness. It's here, in this liminal space, that the subconscious becomes most open to influence. And when you understand how to guide your thoughts and emotions during this time, you hold the key to manifesting a life aligned with your deepest desires. The act of speaking to the universe before sleep isn't a trivial exercise. It's a practice rooted in ancient wisdom and even backed by modern science. This is not about throwing out a wish and hoping for the best. No, this is about stepping into a dialogue with the very fabric of reality itself. It's about aligning your intentions with the endless flow of energy that connects us all. When I first learned about this practice, it seemed almost too simple to be true, but I was intrigued enough to try it. That night, as I lay in bed, I focused on one clear intention, a desire I wanted to bring into my life. I'll admit part of me was skeptical, yet as I drifted off to sleep, something shifted. The next morning, I woke with a sense of clarity and purpose, and soon after, I began noticing opportunities and signs leading me toward that very goal. Was it magic? Or was it simply that I had tuned my energy to the right frequency? What I've come to realize is that this practice works because it taps into principles both ancient and modern. From the wisdom of spiritual teachers like Neville, Goddard, to discoveries in quantum physics, there's a profound understanding here. Your thoughts and emotions are not just fleeting experiences. They are forces that ripple out into the universe. Let's talk about why this works. At its core, the universe is energy. Everything you see, touch, or experience is a vibration, a frequency. And your thoughts? They're vibrations too. What you focus on, especially in those final moments before sleep, sends a signal into this vast field of energy. When your thoughts are clear and your emotions aligned, the universe responds, rearranging reality in ways that match the energy you project. But here's the thing. It's not enough to simply think about what you want. To truly harness this power, you must first master the state of mind you bring into this practice. Sleep, as ordinary as it may seem, is a sacred transition. As your mind shifts from wakefulness to rest, it passes through a stage called the hypnagogic state. This is where your subconscious mind becomes highly suggestible, open to new ideas and influences. Think about it. The greatest minds in history, Thomas Edison, Nikola Tesla, Salvador Dali, all used this state to their advantage. Edison would hold metal balls in his hand, letting them drop as he drifted off, jolting him awake and sparking his creativity. Tesla claimed his most brilliant inventions came to him in this space between waking and sleeping. These moments are not just for dreaming, they're for creation. So, how do you use this time to manifest your desires? It begins with clarity. Vague wishes won't cut it here. You must know exactly what you want, be it a thriving career, a harmonious relationship, or radiant health. But more importantly, you must understand why you want it. When your desires align with your true purpose, they gain an unstoppable momentum. Once you have clarity, bring emotion into the equation. The universe doesn't just respond to your thoughts, it responds to the energy behind them. Feel the joy, gratitude, and excitement of already having what you desire. This emotional alignment is the magnet that draws your dreams into reality. Let me share something personal. I remember a time when I was consumed by doubt and uncertainty. I felt stuck, unable to move forward. One night, instead of letting those feelings overwhelm me, I decided to try something different. I visualized a version of myself that was confident, successful, and at peace. I didn't just see it, I felt it. I imagined the joy of living that reality, the ease of my days, the gratitude I would feel. And as I drifted into sleep, I whispered a simple affirmation: I am ready to receive. Within weeks, my external reality began to reflect the inner shift I had made that night. You don't need elaborate rituals or complicated techniques to make this work. Sometimes a single heartfelt sentence spoken with intention can move mountains. Words like, "Thank you for this life I am creating," or "I trust the universe to guide me," can set powerful forces into motion. But here's a crucial piece of the puzzle. You must let go of doubt. Doubt is the enemy of manifestation. It's like planting a seed and then digging it up every day to see if it's growing. Trust that the universe is working behind the scenes, aligning events, people, and opportunities to bring your desires to fruition. Before we go further into the techniques and the steps, let's pause here. What I've shared is only the foundation. The real magic lies in the practical steps we'll explore next, where we'll dive deeper into visualization, affirmations, and the art of surrendering to the process. Let's continue this journey together. Let me guide you through the steps I take every night before I sleep. Steps that have transformed my life in ways I never thought possible. These aren't just rituals, they're sacred practices that align me with the flow of the universe. First, I create a nightly ritual. Every night I dedicate time to prepare myself for this practice. I turn off all distractions, the buzzing phone, the blaring TV, and let the world around me quiet down. I dim the lights, light a candle, and create a peaceful atmosphere. This isn't just about comfort, it's about signaling to my mind and body that I'm entering a space of alignment and intention. I take a few deep breaths, feeling the tension of the day melt away with each exhale. Sometimes I'll even play soft, calming music, or let the scent of lavender fill the air. This small act of preparation creates a container for my energy, a safe and sacred space where I can focus entirely on what I want to manifest. Next, I visualize my intentions. Once I'm settled, I close my eyes and allow myself to dream, intentionally and vividly. I don't just think about what I want. I see it, feel it, and experience it in my mind as if it's already happening. If I'm manifesting financial success, I picture myself walking into a beautiful office, confidently signing deals, and feeling the weight of success in my heart. If I'm manifesting love, I imagine myself laughing and sharing moments of connection with someone who feels like home. But here's the secret. I don't just imagine the scene. I step into the feelings that come with it. I let the emotions of joy, gratitude, and fulfillment flood through me as if my dreams are already a reality. Those emotions are the true language of manifestation. They vibrate at the frequency of the life I want to create, and the universe listens. I speak my affirmations with conviction. Before I sleep, I speak to the universe, not in a casual or half-hearted way, but with certainty and confidence. I say things like, "I am abundant in every area of my life," or "I am deeply loved and supported." These aren't just words to me, they're declarations of truth. I repeat them until they sink deep into my subconscious, bypassing any doubts or resistance that might linger in my conscious mind. I remember when I was working toward a big career goal that felt almost impossible. Each night I would affirm, "I am deserving of success, and everything I need is coming to me." At first it felt strange, like I was saying something untrue, but over time those words became my reality. My belief shifted, and so did my circumstances. I practice gratitude as if it's already mine. Gratitude has become my compass. As I lie in bed, I take a moment to feel thankful, not just for what I already have, but for the things I'm calling into my life. I imagine them as if they're already here, and I thank the universe for them with all my heart. If I'm manifesting a new opportunity, I'll say, "Thank you for the incredible doors that are opening for me." If it's a harmonious relationship, I'll whisper, "Thank you for the love and connection that fills my life." Gratitude shifts my focus from what's missing to what's possible, raising my energy and strengthening my alignment with the universe. And then I let go and trust. This is the hardest part, but also the most powerful. Once I've set my intentions, visualized them, and felt the emotions of having them, I release them. I let go of the need to control how or when they'll come to me. I remind myself that the universe works in ways I can't always see or predict, but it's always working in my favor. There was a time when I struggled with this. I wanted to force things to happen, to micromanage every step. But I've learned that true manifestation requires trust. Now, as I drift off to sleep, I say to myself, I trust the universe to deliver what's meant for me in perfect timing. That trust creates a sense of peace that carries me into sleep, knowing that my desires are already on their way. Let's dive deeper into the techniques and the profound ways you can work with the universe during this sacred time before sleep. I harness the hypnagogic state. One of the most fascinating things I've discovered is the power of the hypnagogic state, the transition between wakefulness and sleep. It's in this in-between realm that the mind is most receptive, like fertile soil waiting for seeds to be planted. This is the moment when the conscious mind loosens its grip and the subconscious becomes wide open to suggestion. When I understood this, everything changed. Instead of letting random thoughts or worries fill this precious time, I started using it intentionally. As I begin to drift into sleep, I focus my mind on the feelings and images of my desired reality. I let the scene play out like a movie, but I'm not just a spectator. I'm the lead role. For example, when I was manifesting a sense of financial freedom, I imagined myself walking into my dream home. I could feel the coolness of the doorknob, hear the creak of the floorboards, and see the sunlight streaming through the windows. I let myself feel the gratitude of knowing that this was my reality. The more vivid and real I made it, the more deeply it resonated with my subconscious. I use scripting to anchor my desires. Scripting is another tool I use often. Before bed, I take a notebook and write out my desires as if they've already come true. I don't just write, I want to be successful. Instead, I write, I am thriving in my career, surrounded by supportive people, and waking up every day feeling fulfilled and inspired. There's something magical about putting pen to paper. It solidifies your intentions and creates a tangible connection between your thoughts and the physical world. After writing, I read my script aloud before I sleep. It's like planting those desires directly into my subconscious, where they can take root and grow. I call on my emotions as my compass. Emotions are the fuel of manifestation. They're what gives your intentions the energy to ripple out into the universe. But not all emotions are created equal. The ones that carry the highest vibrations, gratitude, joy, love, and excitement, are the ones that truly move mountains. Before I sleep, I consciously cultivate these emotions. I think about what it will feel like to live my desired reality. If I'm manifesting health and vitality, I imagine the energy coursing through my body, the lightness of movement, and the peace of a strong, vibrant life. If it's love, I imagine the warmth of connection, the laughter, and the quiet moments of contentment. Here's the key. I don't just think about these emotions. I let myself feel them as if they're already mine. I allow them to flood my entire being, creating a magnetic field that draws my desires closer. I release limiting beliefs. I've learned that what holds us back isn't the universe, it's us. It's the doubts, fears, and limiting beliefs we carry. Before sleep, I take a moment to acknowledge anything that might be blocking me. I don't judge these feelings, I simply let them rise to the surface. Then I replace them with empowering beliefs. If I catch myself thinking, I'm not good enough, I counter it with, I am more than enough. I am worthy of all the abundance the universe has to offer. This practice isn't about suppressing negativity, it's about transforming it into something that serves me. I deepen my connection with gratitude. Gratitude is the bridge between where I am and where I want to be. As I lie in bed, I reflect on the things I'm grateful for. I start with the simple, everyday blessings, the roof over my head, the warmth of my bed, the people I love. Then I extend my gratitude to the desires I'm manifesting as if they've already arrived. There's something incredibly powerful about saying thank you before your dreams even materialize. It sends a message to the universe that you trust its process, that you know your desires are already on their way. I let the universe take over. Finally, I surrender. I let go of any need to control or force the outcome. Instead, I place my trust in the universe, knowing it's always working in my favor. I remind myself that even if I can't see the progress yet, it's happening behind the scenes. This act of surrender doesn't mean giving up. It means releasing resistance. It's about stepping out of the way and allowing the flow of energy to work its magic. As I drift into sleep, I say to myself, I am open, I am ready, I am aligned. And with that, I let go. This process is one I follow with devotion, and it has brought incredible changes into my life. But there's still more to uncover, more tools, more insights, and deeper ways to align with the universe. Let's keep this journey going. Each night as I lay in bed, I remind myself of the sacredness of this moment. Sleep is more than rest. It's a bridge to something greater. I often think of it as stepping into a vast, unseen world where my intentions take root, weaving themselves into the fabric of reality. The physical act of sleeping feels almost secondary compared to the transformation happening within me and around me. What fascinates me most is how the subconscious mind operates during these moments. It doesn't argue or resist. It doesn't question whether my dreams are too big or too bold. It simply accepts the instructions I give it. That's why I approach this time with a sense of quiet reverence, knowing that my thoughts are planting seeds that will grow into the experiences of tomorrow. There have been times when I've gone to bed feeling uncertain, even doubtful. On those nights, I don't fight the doubt. Instead, I acknowledge it. I let it rise like waves crashing on the shore, and then I let it pass. It's in those moments of surrender that I often feel the most profound clarity. By letting go of the need to control or force my thoughts, I create space for a deeper sense of trust to emerge. A trust in the process, in myself, and in the infinite intelligence of the universe. One particular night stands out to me. I had been struggling with a decision, torn between two paths, each with its own risks and rewards. As I lay there, I chose to stop trying to figure it out. Instead, I simply asked for guidance. "Show me the way," I whispered, not to anyone in particular, but to the universe itself. I let the question settle without demanding an immediate answer. By morning, I felt an unshakable clarity, as though the solution had always been there, waiting for me to see it. This is the beauty of aligning with the universe. It doesn't just hand you what you want on a silver platter. It transforms you into the kind of person who naturally attracts what you desire. It shifts your perspective, your energy, and your actions in ways that align with the reality you're calling in. And this process isn't always loud or dramatic. More often, it's subtle, like a gentle nudge or a quiet thought that whispers, "What if?" Sometimes it's an idea that seems to come out of nowhere, or a feeling of certainty about the next step. Other times, it's as simple as noticing a door that was always there but now feels open and inviting. I've also come to understand that this isn't about perfection. There are nights when my mind races or when I struggle to focus. But even on those nights, I remind myself that the universe doesn't require perfection. It only asks for presence. Showing up, even imperfectly, is enough. Every intention I set, every moment of gratitude, every act of letting go builds momentum. It's like adding drops to a bucket. Over time, the bucket fills, and eventually it overflows. What amazes me is how these practices ripple out into my waking life. It's not just about what happens while I sleep. The clarity I cultivate before bed follows me into the next day. I notice I'm more open, more attuned to the subtle signs and synchronicities around me. I find myself drawn to the right people, the right opportunities, the right ideas, all without forcing or chasing. It feels less like effort and more like flow. Sometimes it's as if the universe is speaking directly to me, using the language of my life to show me the way. A random conversation might spark a new idea. A delay might redirect me to something better. Even challenges start to feel less like obstacles and more like stepping stones. It's as if the universe is saying, "Trust me, I've got this." And I do trust it, not blindly, but with a sense of knowing that comes from experience. I've seen what happens when I align myself with this energy. I've felt the ease, the synchronicity, the quiet assurance that I am exactly where I'm meant to be. This isn't just a practice or a philosophy, it's a way of being, a way of living in harmony with the unseen forces that shape our world. Each night, as I let myself drift into sleep, I hold on to that trust. I let it wrap around me like a blanket, carrying me into the realm of dreams where my intentions are nurtured and my future begins to take form. And with every passing day, I see the evidence of this alignment in my life. Not always in grand gestures, but in the small, meaningful ways that remind me the universe is always working in my favor. As I reflect on this process, I'm reminded that this isn't just a nightly ritual. It's a commitment to living with intention. Every thought I choose, every emotion I cultivate, every belief I reaffirm before sleep becomes a thread in the tapestry of my life. And night after night, the picture grows clearer, richer, and more aligned with the life I've always envisioned. This practice has taught me patience. It's shown me that manifestations aren't about forcing or rushing. They're about trusting and allowing. Each night, as I surrender to the quiet pull of sleep, I release my desires to the universe with the knowing that they're already in motion. I may not always see how or when, but I trust the journey. I trust the unseen forces aligning the pieces of my life in ways I could never orchestrate on my own. And that's the magic of it, isn't it? The way the universe responds, not with loud declarations, but with subtle whispers, gentle nudges, and perfectly timed opportunities. The synchronicities, the unexpected blessings, the moments that feel like they were tailor-made just for you. All of it is proof that we're not alone in this. We're co-creators, working in harmony with a force far greater than ourselves. There's a quiet power in this understanding. It's the kind of power that doesn't need to shout or prove itself. It simply exists. And as I lie in bed each night, I tap into that power. I let it fill me with peace, guide me with clarity, and carry me into a sleep that feels less like an ending and more like a beginning. So, as you close your eyes tonight, I invite you to embrace this process, not as a task or a chore, but as a gift, a chance to connect with the universe, to plant seeds of intention, and to wake up to a reality shaped by your own dreams. Whisper your desires into the stillness. Feel them as if they're already yours. Trust that the universe hears you and is already working to make them real. And when you wake up tomorrow, remember this moment. Carry it with you as a reminder that you are the architect of your reality, and the life you desire is already on its way to you. The process is simple, but the results are extraordinary. All it takes is a willingness to believe, a heart open to receive, and the courage to dream boldly. The universe is listening. Now, what will you say tonight?